It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful night of Overwatch. Our Mustangs up against the Timberwolves. Two incredible teams are going to go at it tonight in the first week of the NJ League, where our Montco Mustangs were able to we're able to bring it all the way to the finals, but unfortunately not able to get the win in the finals last semester. They're looking to get it here tonight. Our stream last night concluded with Sundown making a bold statement saying we're getting hardware this semester. They want trophies. Obviously, with it being the Captain Finley's last semester here, we at Montco, we obviously want to win him some hardware to end off the regular season. Speaking of Finley and Sundown, let's take a look at our starting lineup for tonight's match. Starting off in the tank position, not Retro, it will be Finley. Retro is our starting DPS, playing very well in that position. We saw him there last night. Finley is on tank. Those need to be switched. But the captain of the team, top 500 player, an incredible guy just to be around, leads that team so well. Sundown is the other DPS for tonight. A great player, a great addition to this starting lineup, as well as Ryan on support. A great addition going into Gilly's position from last semester. And rounding out our team, we've got Recon now in his second semester, playing absolutely beautifully. All of them played so well throughout this week, and played yesterday. We're able to get a 3-0 victory in the NACE League over the Seahawks. They improve to 2-1 in that league after 3 weeks. And they've just been playing great all around, high pressure. I was able to watch, they did a warm-up scrim against our old captain Fluffy's team and played that beautifully. Just great work all around from the Mustangs. Very difficult team to beat. It's Iowa's, I believe, first or second string team. So they are no slouches. The Mustangs put up a really good fight against them and did all they could. But just a really exciting matchup tonight. I was able to briefly touch base with the captain of the Florida Gateway Timberwolves. And nothing but nice things to say about the guy. Great interaction with him. I was just kind of asking about making sure that we had all spec. They're like, only if our guy can get all spec. So that's always a nice thing when you have that mutual beneficiary between two people. Wished us luck. I wished him luck. And it's going to be a good matchup tonight. Fairly even when it comes down to what the ranks are, I believe. The ranks that you guys did see during the starting lineup, those aren't the exact ranks that these guys are currently. We just had a season reset last week at this time. So ranks are a little bit wonky as every single rank reset in the game. So it's really going from the bottom up. I've been really frustrated with it because I don't grind Overwatch as much as I think I should, but very good overall for these guys. So that's their general rank as we get things started here tonight. And hopefully you guys will get some hype flowing in chat. Hoping to get another big win here. The Mustangs playing very well last night. Tried out a couple of different comps, some new characters that we haven't seen before. Seahawks put them in a good position to do that. And hopefully we're in a similar position up against the Timberwolves. And that's about that. We're waiting for the match to start. We're waiting for the Timberwolves to get into lobby. So we will see about how long that takes. But everything else is set up. And while we're sitting here, we get to take a look at probably my favorite new feature of Rocket League and the Overwatch streams this semester. A live look inside our facilities. These guys able to set up 2 cameras for the past 2 days and a couple of really nice views there. I'll make sure to switch to Overwatch, unlike last night where I forgot. But obviously, just a really fun time overall. These two teams are going to go at it. It's great to see Gilbert in chat here tonight. A veteran of this Mustangs team, was the support before Ryan was the support. So it's great to have you in chat. Always happy to see you. And that's about that. We're just waiting for things to get started here. And Gilly was in a good position last night. I think the biggest thing that I could see from them in this initial scrim that they had versus our old Captain Fluffy's team was just that these guys are locked in. I mean, these guys have been playing really hard. I wasn't able to see Recon. Gilly was actually in for Recon for that match, as I currently am looking at the Timberwolves joining up into the lobby, which is what I like to see. As push in some verification codes. Everyone looks like they're in. Everyone is here. We're ready to go. But yeah, that is, as these guys wave over to the cameras, getting ready for things to start up here. Everyone is in the lobby. We're just waiting for final confirmations that everyone is ready to go. Streams are live, as they're also streaming this game. That's about that. I think we're all ready to go over here. I'm ready to go cast a little bit. I've been sick for the past night. I actually was feeling sick when I was streaming last night, and I've just been sick all of today. So if the enthusiasm isn't as there as typically is, that is where that's coming from. I'm just trying to make sure that I stay as safe as possible. Don't push myself too far. But these Mustangs in a good position here tonight to make some incredible moves. They want to create a statement like they did last semester. We're in the same division that we were last semester, where we were able to sweep the regular season. Obviously, we know how that ended up, falling in the finals match, which is something that we don't enjoy doing, but obviously it happened. And, talking to Sundown last night about it, there are no trophies for second place in this league, and they want to bring home hardware. And that is really the gist of what the season is. It's coming back stronger than ever. This team is in a great position. Ryan and Sundown have both seamlessly integrated to the team, which is something that we're always really, really happy to see. And that's about that. I think everything is ready to go. Yeah, Gilbert, we got 2 cameras in the facility, which is always a fun time. It's great to have them both up and running. This gives us a couple of great angles to look at. Both teams are in the lobby. We haven't really started talking yet. And I'm just excited. I'm so ready for this. I know it doesn't sound like that in my voice. It's just me starting to try to get over this sickness that I've had for the day. But I'm super excited for NJ. This is a great, great league with a lot of great community colleges in it. And it's just going to be a really great season in this league, as well as the NACE League. Always excited to watch these guys play. Talking about teams that we're excited to watch play, bring up the streaming schedule in just 1 second. We'll take a look at our schedule, updated and ready to go. Starting off with our Rocket League Mondays at 7 p.m. That's the NACE League for Rocket League. Sitting fairly well in there so far. Haven't been able to pull out a win, but a lot of close games. Overwatch 2, we've got our NACE League on Tuesdays. If you missed it, yesterday 3-0 over the Seahawks. A great win over there. Tonight, Overwatch 2, 6 p.m. Be here. It's going to be a great match tonight. It's going to be a great match every week. On Thursdays, we got Valorant 7:30. Their regular season also starts this week. I don't know who they're up against, but it's going to be an incredible, incredible time. And then on Friday, 6 and 7 p.m., double headers for the NJ League for our Rocket League team. They play super, super well in that league, and they're looking to get a couple of more wins. League of Legends rounds out our schedule Saturdays at 5 p.m. These guys are incredible. They want to get to play. I haven't been able to stream them this semester, but that will start this coming Saturday as we get things ready. These guys are getting ready in the facility currently, as everything just gets wound up right now. You kind of missed it just a couple of seconds ago. They did a little hands in. You're just kind of getting hype, walking around the room, locking in. Looks like the Mustangs are ready to go. And it looks like we're going to be heading back to Lijiang Tower. The first map that we had last night was also Lijiang Tower. So it's an incredible, incredible thing to see. A great map for the Mustangs. They won that 2-0 last night. I believe it was Control Tower and Night Market, respectively, those two maps. And here we go. Going into Lijiang Tower. Mustangs look to come out with a statement just as they did last season. And this Timberwolves team looking to come out and make a statement against the Mustangs, take a couple of games off of them, I think would be something very important to them tonight. Show that the Mustangs are not invincible in this league. Run very quickly to grab my tissues. Always a fun time. All right. So this is what is known as a control point map. For those of you, the uninitiated, who have never watched Overwatch before, this is Lijiang Tower. There are 3 maps in total, best 2 out of 3. This is the initial control point here. The map will end once you get 100%. I believe it's 1% per second. I could be a little wrong. The timing might be a little different. Mustangs going out with a ball comp. Finley on ball. Sundown on Soldier. Retro on that Tracer. Ryan on Zenyatta, and Recon on the Lucio. Finley immediately getting into things. And Recon will be the first to fall in the matchup. Finley, though, will grab the enemy Soldier. He will fall, though. Meanwhile, on point, Ramatra comp coming at the Mustangs as they just need to clear off of point here. Not the way they wanted that first fight to go. Finley will stick on the ball there. We haven't seen a lot of that out of the Mustangs, a lot of ball comps. We saw it last night for a very brief amount of time. Retro on point, wreaking absolute havoc as he'll move around. He looks to get in on that back line, front line, everywhere that he can go. Finley able to grab one. He'll move in, grab a second as they look to grab even more. Some good spacing from the Mustangs. They go in on that Ramatra. Finley looks to get him. He'll grab him. It's a 2v2 on point. Looking to go in on the DPS and the support. Sundown now. No one's actually taken the objective yet. Sundown will fall off the map. Finley will fall as well as the Timberwolves will grab point first. They move things up. Not a switch yet on the Mustang side of things. Mustangs look to bring things back onto point. See Retro around the long side going out for the DPS there. Move in onto point. Retro will fall. Most of the Mustangs have fallen as well. Now at 40% for the Timberwolves. Sundown and Ryan look to get out of there, the 2 new additions to this Mustangs lineup. Finley goes around the far side. Sundown will grab the flank. Sundown looking for a time to use his ultimate. He'll use it immediately. And unfortunately, he will fall there. Finley looking to take advantage, though. Finley grabs one. Ultimate comes out from our own Recon. Mustangs gain the advantage in this fight. They need to end it shortly. Finley with 2. Looks to grab more. Ryan does have his ultimate as well. He looks low. He'll be taken out there by the enemy Soldier. That Lucio is still there. He'll move back to try to get Finley out. Retro able to get that shot. Sundown continuing to pump some damage in the front line. A couple of ultimates come out. Able to grab one with it. Mustangs drop a support there. Ryan forced to use his ultimate. Finley able to grab one with his ultimate though. Puts him in a good position. Sundown winning the soldier fight. Retro, perfect timing from me. They move all in on that tank. Mustangs will grab control. 87% for the Timberwolves. Mustangs, 44. As we get into the back half of map 1 here, the Mustangs look to have kind of figured out how to gain a little bit of control here. So they try to shift the momentum into their direction on this first map. Retro going around the far side, doing a little bit of scouting. Ultimate comes out from Lucio. Retro able to grab out his ultimate, not going to do much damage there though. Ryan able to get a pick. As they look to get in on the back line, Retro able to grab a kill. We'll move over to our support. Ryan falls. Recon able to get one though. Recon trying to get more. Sundown able to help. Mustangs will grab control of point, but now at 99%, they need to keep control for the rest of the time. I believe we got 3 members, Sundown, Finley, and Recon still alive. Rest of the team coming back right now. Ryan should be back. And Retro also back, probably around that left-hand side. We can't see him on our screen currently. There he is. Finley going all in. The Mustangs now at 88%. Able to trap a DPS. She's going to try to get out of there. Finley able to get the kill. 1 down. The Mustangs look to continue this pressure. Finley with a double kill. Recon with 1. Ultimate comes out from Recon. Mustangs force the overtime. Able to get one there. Mustangs grab map 1. What a great map 1 that was. A harder fought map 1 than I think the Mustangs thought it was going to be. And just a great job. These guys look to finish it in 2 right now, but the Timberwolves are not going to make things easy all night long. And that's what I like to see. Some good Overwatch from both teams here. Mustangs took control of point and were able to just keep it. Sundown making the move over to May. Retro goes to Symmetra. Ryan moves over to Moira, and Finley moves over to the Reinhardt. We see a full comp switch here. We've seen Finley on the Reinhardt last night. It worked out really well from him, and we're looking to do it here again. Looks like no Symmetra comp out of the Timberwolves as they make things go in here. Sticking with that Ramatra comp, moving one of their DPSs over to a Symmetra. Not a Symmetra. I need to get names better. Sombra. The Mustangs looks to move in. They're immediately moving in, forcing out the ammo fields. Ryan able to get the first kill of map 2. Mustangs will go all in on that tank. Oh, Finley able to grab one. Finley will fall in that front line. A few members on point. Retro able to get on the point quickly, showing off his DPS skills. We didn't know at the beginning of the season what the breakdown would be between Retro on tank or Retro on DPS, switching with Finley there. We learned last night that the majority of the time we're going to see Retro in the DPS role and Finley in the tank role. See Retro fall there, unfortunately stuck in the front line. And the reasoning was, we find that Retro is going to be a little bit stronger for us in that front line, or in that DPS role. A little bit of a mess up from the May wall there. We see Ryan, the only one left. He'll move around the point. He's got most of his ultimate there. He tries to survive for as long as possible. They're able to. Retro will fall. Mustangs will wait up now at 38% to the 0% or the 2% now that the Timberwolves have. The Mustangs are going to look to take this off of them here. And again, ult advantage currently not going either way. They've each got one ultimate, one support ultimate and one tank ultimate. Obviously, Timberwolves can do a little bit more damage, but a ultimate, well, now ult advantage going firmly in the grasp of the Timberwolves. They got 2 ready. Mustangs look to get him off. Retro able to grab one. Finley able to grab one. Finley with 2. He's made the move over to Orisa. My favorite character's doing him some good. A triple kill for Finley. Retro gets another, and it's a team kill for the Mustangs. They'll continue to move forward here, 43 to 33%. Let that point go for a little bit there. Up top now, we've got Retro, who's made the move over to Sojourn, now at 82%. Mustangs have 2 ultimates to the 3 ultimates that the Timberwolves have. Retro waiting patiently for the opportunity to get in. Ultimate comes out from the enemy Bastion. Still trying to put in some work here. Ultimate comes out from Sundown. It's going to prove pivotal. 2 kills there based off of that ultimate. And all that is left is the Ramato. They're going to look to stagger him here. And they will. Mustangs now at 75%. Force a final fight here. And it's exactly what we want to see out of the Mustangs. Some great planning by them in order to try to get this win in 2 maps. Now at 85%. This next fight will be sure to bring them to an overtime situation at best for the Timberwolves. Finley on that front line. He's got his ultimate. Mustangs have 2, and they're going to use 2 of the ultimates. At least one of the ultimates from the Timberwolves. There goes the second. Finley grabs 1. Retro grabs 1 as well. Still waiting on a Retro will grab a second. Mustangs 1 on point. It's a 1v3. Not able to survive. A team kill on the Mustangs will give the point over to the Timberwolves, but the Mustangs just need to get the point back and keep the overtime. Finley moves back over to Reinhardt after being on Orisa for a little bit, presumably just to bum rush the point here. Finley's hitting pretty well for now. Mustangs 1 ultimate, the Timberwolves 1 ultimate as well. They're going to look closer to their second ultimate though, depending on how Recon can go. Mustangs move all the way onto point. They'll go all the way around. Finley has his shield raised. Ultimate comes out. Finley with a double kill. Recon grabs another. They've got 2 members of this team left. Sojourn the only one left. Sojourn will fall. Finley flies off the map. Mustangs will grab the second point, and they will grab the win here in game 1. Taking a look at the facility with their instant reactions there. What a beautiful job the Mustangs did. We'll move back over for play of the game, but an incredible job by the Mustangs. They take game 1 off the Timberwolves. And it is a Ramatra ultimate that does the play of the game. Some great moves by him, but not enough to save map 2. The Mustangs will take it 2-0 to grab game 1 from the Timberwolves. And obviously, we saw a lot more pressure out of the Mustangs last night versus the Seahawks. And tonight, it's all about managing those team fights. In the beginning, they kind of looked to struggle with it as they look to get into any sort of groove. But after that initial kind of falter where they go down, they have to stop the overtime, the Mustangs get their heads in the game, they take control, and they move that Montco momentum, and they're able to get a win in game 1, which is exactly what you want to see. They adapted, and that is incredible. They called their targets better. The communication looked better. They were able to get out of their own heads. They took map 1, they took map 2, and now they're up in this series, and that could prove pivotal because this is a great team that we're up against. The Timberwolves look poised to get a win over us here tonight, and the Mustangs are not gonna falter at any point here as we get ready to go. We'll take another look inside the facility as these guys get ready for game 2. Not much more to talk about than that, but the Mustangs played very well. They played their space very well too. They knew exactly where to take the team fights. They put a couple of sneaky things together. You saw Retro sitting up at the top waiting for a good opportunity. And that's not necessarily the beginning of the fight where that opportunity presents itself, but Retro figured out when the best opportunity was, and it helped get them a couple of kills. Sundown also taking an opportune moment there in order to get that May ultimate out of the way, that Blizzard proving pivotal to get 2 kills and leaving that Ramatra defenseless meant that the Montco Mustangs could stagger, which means that for those of you that have never played, to stagger another team, you get 5 or 7 seconds from when you die to respawn. And that is a set amount of time for everyone in the match. So to stagger a team means your team is just coming back to life. They want to go in as a team. So if your whole team dies instantly and you're the only one left, you want to die as quickly as possible. So you respawn with your team. But the Mustangs made it so that as the rest of the team was respawning together, they staggered their tank. They staggered that Ramatra. They took extra time to kill him intentionally so that he would take longer to spawn. It would take longer for them to group up and create an attack. And it gave Montco that overtime pressure that they craved so much. And it worked out well for them in the end. You know, despite the fact that they lost that team fight, they brought it to the 99%. And then from there, all they needed to do was win one team fight. We saw Finley move over to the Reinhardt for some extra shielding, some great ultimate usage, and that was pretty much that. As we get ready for game 2 here, expect to see a King's Row, something like that, on our hybrid map for tonight. And I'll go over what a hybrid map is when we get into things. But a really exciting night, really promising things from the Mustangs thus far, but also promising things from the Timberwolves. A great offensive push on map 1 that really put the Montco Mustangs on their heels. A great team composition and a couple of really great team kills out of the Timberwolves gives them some good pressure. They got up to 64% on map 2, 99% on map 1, and obviously close to a win is not a win. But they were close enough to at least scare me a little bit and to say, all right, the Mustangs did need to switch something up here. They couldn't play the game as they played it last night, where they were able to just take and move as far forward as possible. They had to take those good angles and had to use strategic minds in order to get the upper hand on the Timberwolves in game 1. I apologize. My headphones are actively dying. They played that super well. The adjustment between map 1 and map 2 was night and day, as well as everything else. As we get into game 2, like I said before, we are on King's Row. And here we are on King's Row, our hybrid map for the evening. The Mustangs played so well on this map before. So we'll see. I believe the Mustangs on attack first. As you'll see here in about 6 seconds, we will get our capture point here. Difference between control and hybrid is that there are attacking team and a defending team. The Mustangs are on the defensive end first. Timberwolves will attack. So the Mustangs look to defend this point at first. If they're not able to defend the point, the Timberwolves will be granted 2 minutes and 30 seconds of extra time and the cart to push. They'll push this cart all the way up. So I get caught up through the streets of King's Row over to here, the second checkpoint. They'll get a minute and a half of extra time here to push the cart to its final destination. After the time runs out or the Mustangs are able to build it up to their final destination, we will switch sides. The Mustangs will attack, and whoever gets it further will win. If both teams are able to get it to the final destination, we will go to overtime, and those rules will be explained if and when we have that. Joker Queen immediately stopped up by Sundown. Not able to make use of it. Finley will fall first. Retro able to grab one. She looks to move forward. Recon able to get the kill. And without Finley, the Mustangs able to get it. Retro with a triple kill. What was that out of Retro? I apologize for the voice crack, but Retro, have yourself a play. That is one that recruiters will like right there. Great state of mind, great use of abilities, and excellent aims. As the Timberwolves move back over to a Ramatra comp, they use that Darker Queen before. That Reaper trying to get the flank on the Mustangs. They'll move around in order to move it off. Couple of Timberwolves looking low. They'll get saved there. Mustangs pushing off a point just a little bit. I think they're waiting for ultimates to be ready. Ryan will fall in the background, that backline support. Retro winning the Sojourn fight yet again. As still up, Blizzard comes out. They'll be able to get one kill with it. Create space for a second. Ultimates are coming out all around for the Mustangs. As we've got both the supports versus the one tank, Finley will come out, stop the ultimate in its tracks, and move back the team. 2 minutes and 15 seconds remain on the clock. Remember, you get 2.5 minutes if you're able to get that first point. To see a new first-time chatter, great to have you in chat. Chose the perfect time to join us. We do work off of a 3-minute delay, so that's why it took me 3 minutes to see your comment, but I will see them the second that you post them, and we'll try to respond to them as soon as possible. Finley hiding in the back room. We move over to Sundown right now, playing very well indeed in these first 2 maps. 1 minute and 43 seconds left. Mustangs able to prevent all but 2/3 currently. They're about halfway through that last third. They're going to look to grab a point here. The Mustangs go around the far side. Finley will fall. Ultimates come out from Recon and from the opposing Sojourn. Get a couple of kills there. Ryan trying his best. Retro trying his best. He'll grab one. As once again, it's the 2 supports. It's down to 1 support. Finley will find his way back. He's looking for the opportunity to use his ultimate. He's able to get one. He'll take out the support. He will get close to falling there, though. Sundown will get there. 56 seconds. The rest of the Mustangs arrive on point. Retro able to grab a kill there. He's been playing so well in this second map. Unfortunately, not able to take the space that he needs. The rest of the Mustangs will fall. They will grab the payload, but a ton of time taken off the clock by the Mustangs there. Great plays by Sundown, by Finley, by Recon, and by Ryan. Retro also having a great play. Candidate for play of the game right there. Ultimates charging for the Mustangs. You got 2 fairly close. The ult advantage will go to the Timberwolves as they do have their Baptiste ultimate ready to go. Mustangs are waiting for the entire team to show up. Finley moves over to the Orisa. We saw this move in the last game on map 2. It proved to work really well. Moira ultimate comes out from Ryan as the Mustangs will look to take some space. Finley moves all the way up. He'll stop 2 of them. Finley looks to get some kills. Recon will fall. Finley able to get the backline support. Sundown with a beautiful little hit himself. Move things around here. Mustangs taking space. Couple of great kills. Gives Mustangs a team kill. They'll stall some more time with that May wall, and they will move back. The rest of the Timberwolves will respawn. The Mustangs taking their moves over to Cart. Sundown does have his ultimate charged. Mustangs with the ult advantage just for another second or so. 3 ultimates now ready on the Timberwolves side. Ultimate comes out. He'll be able to get 3. Oh, but unfortunately a great ultimate there from the opposing Zenyatta. Retro will fall. Sundown will fall as well. Finley moves into the front line without an immo there. Finley with the triple kill. Mustang taking space. Finley stalls this fight for a ton longer. We got our 2 supports just going at it against the tank. Will they be able to beat the tank is the question. They'll move out, give them just a little bit of room. With a minute left, the Mustangs have taken beautiful space. They'll look to support their supports as they get back. They'll take a good corner. 60 seconds now remain.
Join me.
Ultimate comes out from Ryan, we'll be honest with this one. Retro able to get 1 with his ultimate. Retro with 2 with his ultimate. That's 3. Looking for 4. He gets 4. Sundown will get the kill confirmed. But a team kill from the Mustangs. Retro proving pivotal. Another great team kill out of Retro there.
30 seconds remaining.
As the Mustangs take a ton of pressure. Finley playing that Orisa better than I ever have. Here we go. This could very well be the last engagement of the game here. Mustangs look to keep it that way.
This ends now.
Finley looking a little low. He'll fall to the enemy Sojourn, who's going to ult there. Retro in that front line. He'll take down the tank. Sundown will fall as he pushed forward just a little bit on the far side. Couple of low members of this offense. Ryan gets 1, and Ryan will fall. Retro will find himself moved back. We're in overtime right now. As he looks to get out of there, he will. Mustangs are going to look to stop it here before the second checkpoint. These Timberwolves have been tough to stop so far tonight. Here we go. The Mustangs look to just take it here. Will they be able to touch it in time? Finley will. No ultimates ready. The soldier ultimate is ready. 2 ultimates come out. Finley will grab one before falling. Ultimate comes out from Sundown. Will anyone be there? Recon will be. He'll move around the point as much as possible. He will fall. They will grab the point. Now they've got 1 minute and 30 seconds to move it to the last checkpoint. Mustangs, with the ult advantage, they'll grab one with a more powerful ultimate, depending on how it's utilized. But the auto ultimate is available to the Timberwolves. They've switched up pretty much their entire lineup throughout this attacking phase. Didn't see much success in the beginning. Seeing a lot more success right now.
Surrender to my will.
Ultimate comes out. Retro will grab 2. Retro looking for more. Sundown will get that kill. Go in on the Ramatra. They're going to look to stagger him again. They'll be able to. The rest of the team is spawned in. They're going to waste a little bit more time there with the stall. Like I said, at the end of map 1, that stall was pivotal to the Monco's win there. So they're able to waste a lot of time. 33 seconds left. We've seen them do some great stuff in overtime before. Let's see what the Timberwolves do now with 32 seconds left on the clock. Retro's got his ultimate ready. We saw great things out of the last one. Let's see what we're able to do now. He's looking for that initial pick to go in on. Ultimate comes out from Retro. Ultimate comes out from Retro. Finley and Retro combined for 4. Mustangs get 2. With that team kill, the Mustangs stop the overtime. And they put themselves in what can only be described as an excellent position they could do right now. They currently have the lights off in their facility. I won't show you guys the view inside the facility now for fear of not switching it back, but I could see currently on my screen what they're doing in the facility right now, and they like turn the lights off. They're like in full-fledged like lock-in mode. These guys playing super well so far tonight. Great stats out of all of them. Unfortunately, I can't see them. I can definitely try to look into that between games to see if I'm able to see it. But the Mustangs now get their opportunity to attack. If they're able to push it up, and I'll show you guys where this is because you can see it exactly on the map. If the Mustangs are able to push the cart all the way up to this golden square, they win. If not, they lose game 2. So it all rides on this. The Mustangs, the Timberwolves have set the bar fairly high. The Mustangs look to get back into things. Looks like Finley's going with a Sigma. Sundown will stay on the May. Retro, stay on that Sojourn. That's a great move. Retro's been hitting his shots on that Sojourn. Ryan moves over to Baptiste, and Recon stays on the Zenyatta. A great little team comp out of the Mustangs. We'll see what Finley's able to do with the Sigma, a character we don't typically see out of Finley.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Mustangs look to make another statement here. Nobody uses the Widowmaker. Sundown switches to the Symmetra, and the Mustangs immediately move up on the Soldier. They're able to grab him. They'll take that space and try to get more. Retro not able to meet up. Finley will get the kill confirmed there. Mustangs take their space. They move in. That Ana's looking low. Finley trying to take her down. Will be able to. Mustangs take that point. They've separated the tank. They'll take him down. Mustangs now at 2/3, as we'll probably see a last-ditch effort from the Timberwolves here. Will we? We will not. The Mustangs now with almost 5 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. They'll take some great room right here. The majority of the Mustangs will move up. Retro will stay with the cart. Oh, Recon will be picked off in the back line. The rest of the Mustangs move up top. Retro, the only one on cart currently. Mustangs look to take some space. Retro up with the cart. The rest of the Mustangs will follow suit behind him. Retro with a nice little pick off there. Move over to Sundown now, our other DPS. Doing some great moves on that Symmetra, charging that beam. For those of you that have never played Symmetra, that beam that she has, that left click, has 3 different stages depending on how long it's attacking any given target. So you see him charging it up on that shield, despite the fact that there's nobody around. That gives him a great advantage when going into a fight. It does massive amounts of damage at that 3rd stage. It's a very hard thing to get to if you're not experienced in the character of Symmetra. Combine that with the mini turrets that are so annoying to deal with. Makes for a really good advantage. Speaking of advantage, the Mustangs have the ult advantage. 2 ultimates to 1. But a great defensive ultimate from the Timberwolves, as they'll probably look to stall cart for as long as possible. Finley gets a pick. We'll move over to Ryan on that Baptiste. A great thing there. Finley grabs one. Recon grabs another. Mustangs still with 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Only took them a minute and a half to push cart that far up. Ultimate comes out from Retro. He grabs 1. He grabs 2. He's looking for 3. Sundown will grab that 3rd. Mustangs move up as far as humanly possible. As that Zarya now comes out, Retro will fall to the Zarya. Mustangs looking close to that objective now. 5 minutes and 30 seconds. May ultimate comes out from the opposing team. Mustangs 2.36 meters out now. As everyone looks for extra room, the Mustangs get the win. 2-0 Mustangs. What a beautiful, beautiful game there. We'll see play of the game. If they don't give it to Retro, I don't know who they're giving it to. They will give it to Retro. We'll take a look at this play of the game.
This ends now.
Just beautiful stuff. Great aim. You can tell that he's been hitting aim labs. What a beautiful, beautiful time. We got Retro in front of the camera there. You see him just at the tail end as Mustangs take a 2-0 lead over the Timberwolves. And just incredible, incredible gameplay so far. On the defensive end, the Mustangs struggled once the Timberwolves figured out how to adapt. They struggled to keep them back, but took a lot of time off the clock in the process. Again, what it comes down to is that stagger. The stagger that they were able to do against the Timberwolves team is just incredible. The fact that they were able to do it twice against the tank shows their prowess, their game knowledge that the Mustangs possess. When you have a top 500 player like Finley on your team, this team is all ranked fairly high, if I can remember the ranks correctly. These guys know how to play Overwatch competitively, and you can see it from the Timberwolves as well. They play excellently. But the Mustangs are coming out here with these unique strategies that you only see closer to the top level of Overwatch. Finley watches a lot of Overwatch leagues and things like that, so it gives some unique perspectives to the strategies that they have. As these guys prepare for Game 3, trying to get that sweep over the Timberwolves have not made it easy. I know it's 2-0. I know the Mustangs have really shown some great team play skills, but it can't be said enough. The Timberwolves have played excellently here tonight, making some very close games, some very good team kills from the Timberwolves. The Mustangs just started and didn't stop. When it came to King's Row, they kept the cart moving consistently. Putting Retro on cart was a very smart move from them. They got in some great damage there before the Mustangs came in for the rest of the team fight. Great ultimate usage, great usage of knowing where the strengths and the weaknesses are. Obviously, not afraid to switch from the Timberwolves, and that proved pivotal. They got really close to that final checkpoint because of their ability to go, all right, let's switch it up. Let's figure out what comp works against the Mustangs. And they figured it out in the middle there. They had a great push in the middle, just not enough time left on the clock. The Mustangs get the stagger at the end, and that will get them the win in Game 2. As we wait patiently now for our Map 3 decision, I'll move you guys back into the facility as These guys just wait. Retro, the MVP so far for me tonight, as just beautiful, beautiful gameplay on his end. I think what's most important is the difference that he has made in team fights. Multiple triple kills on his side, as you saw in the play of the game that we got to saw just a minute ago. I've been playing beautifully. That DPS duo of Retro and Sundown is dangerous, because if you're not paying attention to one, you got to pay attention to the other, and they make it very hard to go after backline or frontline. Finley, always a danger no matter what role he's playing. Proved pivotal again, making great switches onto Sigma and onto Orisa respectively when he knew it needed to be done, and it really changed the tide of this game. Both teams, excellent game so far tonight. Mustangs look to take it 3-0, get the clean sweep for the second time this week. And Timberwolves look to get into it. Start a reverse sweep here, get things on the board. They know that they can do it. They know that they can take things off of the Mustangs. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do here. So it looks like we're going to go to Dorado for our third map here tonight. Mustangs are set up. It's been an excellent, excellent stream tonight. See some hype in chat. It's great to see everyone here as we immediately get back into the game. So we'll switch things over to Dorado. This is just your run-of-the-mill push map. There's a cart, you got to push it. 3 checkpoints to get to. Just like with the hybrid map, there will be an attacking team and a defending team. We'll see how far the attacking team will go, and then we will switch it up. As it looks like we're going to get a restart on things here. They need to make a switch for their team. All right, we're going to get one swap here, and then we'll get things ready to go for map 3. Mustangs look to take it. Timberwolves looks to show how close they've kept things here tonight. And here we go. Game 3 on to Dorado. And all things point to all systems go. Mustangs ready to go. We'll see here. I'll show you guys the cart. Where do I need to go? I apologize for anyone with motion sickness. Here we go. Mustangs on the defensive end first. This is our cart. It's like a bomb. I don't know what it is. I think it's a research project. I have no clue. You bring it up the street to the double doors. The double doors will open. You bring it over to the facility doors. The facility doors will open. Or the facility doors will actually close, and then there is a spot in the facility for that final cart destination. Mustangs take some excellent moves here. Finley on that Orisa. We got Sundown on May, Retro on the Sojourn, Ryan on that Baptiste again, and Recon refreshing that Moira. See a dive comp. A monkey. We haven't seen a monkey in a while. Attacking from all sides. They split things up. Retro able to grab the first kill of this side of the game. Sundown not far behind. The DPS is showing their strength. Finley, not one to be left out of the action, will grab another. And they'll just push back this Timberwolves lineup.
Good to see you. Hello. Hey.
Oh, because we see the Sombra on the back end there, trying to move things around. They moved over to a roll Ramatra comp right now. Damage orb sent out on the Ramatra. Looks to get into the Sombra, not able to grab her. Mustang staying together on the top. Sundown able to grab a kill. We'll move over to Retro. Move over to Sundown. He got the kill. Sombra looking for a hack there. Sombra looking low. Finley will get the kill confirmed. Sundown in the face of this Timberwolves lineup. Unfortunately, not enough. Ryan will grab kill confirm on the Echo. As it's a 1v2, 2v2. Mustangs have 2 ultimates charged. They'll have the ult advantage. There's almost 3 ultimates ready. Retro able to grab a kill. Ultimate comes out from our very own Moira. Retro able to grab one. Get out of there easily. Retro will fall to the enemy Ramatra. There's that team will move forward. Ramatra sticks on point. Mustangs taking some good pressure here as they keep card. Ultimate comes out from our very own Sundown. He'll be able to get one off of that. Looking for more. Sundown, Finley, Retro. Finley gets another. Finley doing that blind fire. A minute left to push it to that first point. Again, 2.5 minutes for the first point. 1.5 minutes for the second point. So we'll see what they're able to do. Retro for a little bit. We haven't been on Retro a little bit here as he gets slept. Ultimate comes out from our very own Ryan.
This ends now.
Retro immediately grabs one with his ultimate, looking for more. Not able to grab much more than that. Sundown and Finley both grab one. With 30 seconds left on the clock, it's going to be one or so team fights here. Mustangs have truly adapted. One final ride as this pack of Timberwolves looks to get involved here. They were able to push the card into overtime before. They're going to look to do it again. More than 30 seconds here. So we see the Sombra ultimate come out. Will anyone be able to make use of it? They'll try. Echo ultimate comes out and goes away just as soon. They're on cart. The overtime has begun. Ultimate comes out. Retro able to get a kill. Finley able to grab one. Recon able to grab another. They've got everyone off a cart. Will anyone be able to get there in time? Sojourn will. They will set the timer. Retro able to grab that kill. Will anyone be able to touch in time? No. A team kill. Give Montco great positioning for the back half of this game. The Mustangs look to grab the sweep, and they might be able to do it here.
Score 0-0. Switching sides.
And Finley, you can't see it. He's doing handstands at the facility. We can't see it even on the camera. But incredible job. Another first-time chatter in chat. Great to see you. As we get ready to go here for the attacking phase for Montco. All they need to push it to is right here in the tunnel, a little bit further than that actually, and the Mustangs will have gotten their clean sweep and will go up 1-0, or yeah, 1-0 in the NJCAAE League. That acronym is such a handful, and it only gets worse when you know that the actual league is called NJCAA. The E is for esports, but I feel obligated to put it in, so I end up having to do a tongue twister every time I want to say what league we're in. And that compared to NACE, N-A-S-E, like, seriously? The difference is night and day. A Sigma comp coming out from the Timberwolves. Finley goes on to Roadhog, a character we have not seen Finley play. Here we go.
4, 3, 2,
Mustangs look to take it here. Here we go. Immediately move into Sundown on Echo. Another couple of characters we haven't seen out of the Montco roster here tonight. Retro will stay on that. Retro will stay on this return. Ryan will grab the first kill. Move over to him. We haven't had a lot of support time here tonight. Got Kiriko from Recon. Mustangs already approaching the final checkpoint. They'll push down that tank. They go for one. They'll grab one. They'll grab two. And the Mustangs grab the win. The clean sweep has been done. 3-0. Mustangs beat the Timberwolves. And what a beautiful, beautiful little time it was. Play of the game goes to Ramatra. We'll look at that for just a second here. They're able to get a couple of kills off of it, but not able to make the space that they so desperately needed. Mustangs take it in 3. An incredible, incredible game for them. Obviously a little dicey there in the beginning on Lijiang Tower. Took control and did not let it go on Kings Row or Dorado. We will be having an interview here tonight. We will be interviewing our very own Retro, as I have chosen. We might get someone else if they disagree with my decision, but they tend to like who I pick. So we'll be right back with that. So just stay there. Stay tuned. And we will be right back with our interview. All right, and welcome back. We are joined here by Retro. Retro, week 1 in NJCAAE. You guys get this incredible win over the Timberwolves. Was this a statement piece to start off the season?
Yeah, basically was a statement piece. We're ready for this season. I mean, last season we went to finalists, so we're not just looking just to go for playoffs and get to the very last match. We're looking to win this thing this time around. So yeah, that was just a statement to any team trying to scout us or watch us. Like, be prepared for us. We will take this by storm.
Yeah, looking for hardware is the quote used by Sundown last night when we had his interview with him for the NACE League. You guys get two very good games in here. Let's talk about Lijiang Tower for a second. I mean, you guys 99% for the Timberwolves before you guys were able to bring that back for a map 1 victory. What would you find was the issue there? Was it like just like our team comp is bad into them, we need to adjust? Or was it just like, oh, we just stumbled a little bit, got off on the wrong foot, let's get back into things?
Well, the ball comp we ran is very new for. What?
Looks like Coach
Okay, I
Finley
think he's
is,
trying. I think he's trying to hide this, but we'll just say I'm just gonna try and be on the download and say we're workshopping. That's all I'll say, because I don't think we're workshopping it. That's all I'm gonna say, because I don't know what more or less my captain wants me to say, because he wants it to be unscoutable as possible to other teams. So
I can definitely understand the strategy play behind that. Obviously, not working out in the beginning, but able to work out there in the end. You guys get 2 very close wins on map 1 and map 2. And then you guys go over to Kings Row, which is the reason why I pulled you into this interview. 2 triple kills. One of them was technically a quad kill, but Sundown took that last kill confirm. How did you feel when you did those? Obviously, there was a lot of turmoil between you being in the tank position and the DPS position, but tonight it worked, you being on DPS, especially on Kings Row. So how did that feel to be in that position tonight?
it honestly, I feel more comfortable with DPS now. I feel like just DPS is actually the better play for me, and Finley being on tank is the better play. And I think we're just gonna roll with it for the rest of the semester. Go to finals with that. We're not gonna try any more like composition swaps. No more like, oh, you're on this role, I'm on that role kind of thing. But after that quad kill, that triple kill, or whatnot you call you, the
That
play of the game that we
yeah.
all saw. After that, I don't know if you saw or if the stream saw it at all. I walked up to one of the cameras and I just was like,
We got the tail end of that. I knew that you were going to have a big reaction, so I made sure we saw that. We went back for play of the game, and then we came back to you still celebrating. But yeah, looked really confident in that DPS role. I got to change my starting slides now because I introduced you as the tank again. But obviously, incredible stuff. I mean, you and Sundown in those DPS roles played a pivotal role here tonight, and everyone played great. When talking about Dorado and the stops that you guys were able to make, how did that feel to get that early of a stop? I mean, on Kings Row, they pushed it almost to that 3rd objective, and on Lijiang Tower, they were able to bring it fairly close, and to have just an overall incredible victory on game 3 on Dorado, that must have felt good.
well, yeah, the tank holding in that cheeky spot, we really like to just mess around with it. If at this point we
for all of last semester, but we had a tank who kept falling off the ledge because they were it up.
Wow.
Work, but
You guys get a win, and Finley's already throwing shade. Wow.
Yeah, right. No matter what, win or lose, I will always get shame in the team. But no matter what, I'll push and pull with him, and we'll get to the end with it.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, yeah, just having that cheeky spot up there, no team that we know. Well, let me rephrase that. Using the cheeky spot correctly. All right, he's smiling at me because I'm being honest here. Using it correctly, no other team knows how to really like fight it off, or that we know of yet. So we're gonna try and pull that until the very end, until some team comes out and tries to stop us on it. So yeah, until then, that's probably what Dorado is gonna be like for us.
Yeah, and I mean, Dorado played really well. The Timberwolves really did try a couple of great comps out of them. They started with the Winston, moved over to the Ramatra, you know, and just a great hold from you guys there. Looking forward, you guys now are in two regular seasons. You just had week one in the NJ League, had week three in NACE. You guys are sitting 2-1 in NACE and 1-0 in NJ. What's the goal in both those leagues?
Well, in NJ, we're gonna do it like we did last semester. We're gonna try and go undefeated. We have great confidence that we're gonna go undefeated in NJCAA. And as for NACE, it's a little it's a little more competition, we'll say, but we're striving to go clean. We're second seed apparently from what I'm hearing, but which is good because we took 2 maps off of Texas from week 2. So we're gonna try and hold strong and maybe for the rest of the season on NACE go clean and just have that one loss in our pocket that we'll just stow away and never look at again.
Yeah, I mean, listen, great matchups in both leagues and just a lot to do, a lot to prepare for. How are you guys planning on preparing for the coming weeks? Obviously, it's a rigorous schedule. Over Rocket League is the only other team that plays multiple games like this per week, but they've got 4 days in between to look over their stuff, figure out what they did wrong if they lost on Monday and come back at it. You guys don't have that option. You guys play on Tuesday, you come back and you play on Wednesday. So how are you guys gonna prepare for these games going forward with these double headers every week?
Well, in reality, we're just playing a scrim right before our match. I just got thrown a Gatorade bottle at me, and we're just playing scrims before our games, getting like a little warm up of a 5 stack going into it, getting that warm up in, and afterwards just having a little 30-minute, an hour VOD review if we can, and see what we can do. Like see what we messed up in the scrim and see how we'll fix it playing in the next game.
Yeah, and I mean, talking about the strengths of this team, we see Ryan behind you steps into that support role this semester. You know, we've talked a lot about the two members of your team that have joined, Ryan and Sundown. They both played pivotal roles tonight. So, would you say that they're fully integrated with the team at this point? I mean,
I'd say they're still looking at JV like as their little children. Like they're rooting them on and still slightly a part of JV, but as Jace would say, varsity is more important to the both of them. So, and then Sundown's giving me a crying tear because he misses them. So, JV, if you're listening to this, your ex-captain misses you. But yeah, they're already a great staple of the team. I feel like we already have a great foundation with the 5 of us. Um, it feels just like last semester. I mean, not as close, but we still are working great together as a 5 stack.
yeah, beautiful 5 stack there. Indeed. I love to see it. It's just so great, the synergy you guys have. Our JV teams are actually both playing right now, probably midway through their games, because their games will take longer than 40 minutes because you guys just steamroll for some reason sometimes. Uh, but excellent from them. We wish both the JV teams the best. If you guys didn't see it, we've been streaming them for the past 3 weeks. If you guys want to see that or any previous VOD that we do have a new YouTube channel, Mustangs Esports. Mustangs spelled with an S at the end. And you can catch everything over there after the live action is done here. Any final words, any final shout outs to the Twitch stream here tonight?
Just like last week, I just want to give a shout out to any family members, any supporters, professors, even. Just thank you for tuning in and supporting us.
Well, that sounds amazing. And that is going to do it here for our stream tonight. Mustangs get the win 3-0 over the Timberwolves. I am your host, Corrupted. Have yourselves a wonderful evening.